if you are watching this, chances are that you have already seen my Season 0 review of Smash Bracket. But turns out that between that video and now, uh, Meta Knight vs Marth has been moved to Season 0. So I decided that since I already did the rest of Season 0, also I should also review this episode. But I didn't want to make a review. I didn't want to make a video for a single episode, so I'm making something different. What I'm going to do is watch the episode, which I haven't seen in months, and whenever I want to say anything about it, I will pause the video and say it. Yeah, that's kind of it.
Standing next to Kirby, serving as a rival and sometimes an enemy, is the enigmatic warrior Meta Knight. Standing at a whopping 8 inches tall, Meta Knight is the leader of an army of soldiers, which he humbly named the Meta Knights. Yeah, Meta Knight may be an honorable fighter, but he's not afraid to do some serious self-promotion with the naming of his army or building his face directly onto the front of his battleship. Ego aside though, all of Meta Knight's soldiers are incredibly gifted and loyal to him. They put their full trust in him, and it's not without merit. He's a true knight through and through. He fights honorably and abides by a code of chivalry. He even almost always offers Kirby a sword when they fight to ensure that they have a clean, fair duel. He's also immensely skilled and takes great pride in his strength and abilities. Due to the more grounded rule set of Smash...
Okay, so here's a thing. I like how they describe Meta Knight, like how he is as a character, but I've seen like this whole segment already. I don't think they ever said what he has done in the story, not fits what he has done as a character. Just like in an alternate timeline, he made a wish to fight the strongest warrior in the universe, but you know what else has he done? What has he done? You know?
Regardless though, Meta Knight is truly one of the galaxy's best warriors and is a formidable foe for anyone brave enough or stupid enough to face him. Now let's take a look at his opponent, Marth.
Yeah, I just saw it a second time. They don't say much about what Meta Knight has done in any game. But when about the feats, right, I don't have much to say. They don't say anything that I think is wrong or incorrect.
After the betrayal and murder of his father and the conquering of his homeland, Marth gathered together an army and fought fearlessly for the liberation of his people, gaining the title the Hero King. He's fought against some of the toughest of odds and led his troops against the toughest of foes. Much like Meta Knight, Marth's army is devoted and loyal, and they view him as their fearless leader. As a person, Marth is kind-hearted and
I like how they draw parallels between the characters and not just talk about character A in one portion and character B in another portion. I like that they mix it up a little.
With all of that said and done though, let's get into the fight and see who will be disqualified and who will advance on to the next round of the Smash Bracket. But first, do you want to choose a Smash Bracket animation to go on the channel?
Okay, I'm going to skip that. In Marth's analysis, I didn't see anything that I thought was wrong or rubbed the wrong way. Yeah, there was not that much for me to comment. I'm sorry. I thought I will have more things to say, but I'm just like that.
Fight me.
I like when they work these little character moments in a battle. they're neat.
Much yet to
Where's the battle taking place on? Why are there like weapons laying around for Marth to use? Is there a Fire Emblem fan that can tell me? I really don't know where they are fighting.
come back when you can put up a fight. Game!
Yeah, that's kinda neat that Meta Knight sees that he wins and he just leaves. That's neat.
But the key difference maker here was skill. Even if we were to take away all of Meta Knight's strength and all of his speed, he's consistently portrayed to be an extremely skilled and experienced fighter, one of the best in the galaxy.
That's a weird argument. Like, if you have a character that is really weak and really slow, as skilled as he is, what is he going to do?
Meta Knight is the winner and will be advancing on to the next round of the Smash Bracket.
Yeah, that wasn't that bad. I know that Ink isn't satisfied with the episode, but it wasn't that bad. I will watch it again if I wanted to. So that was like the analysis, and I have something else before the video ends. So one thing that you might have noticed about me is that I don't actually give scores to episodes. That's because I don't think scores are that reliable, because we are humans. We are likely to change our opinions on things as time passes. But what I think is less likely to change is if you think an episode is good or bad, and how good or bad is compared to other episodes. So what I'm going to do now is just rank the 5 episodes from season 0, and these are the rankings. I don't do like ABCD, just I think it's awesome, I think it's good, I don't go one way or the other, I think it's bad, and I think it's horrible. That's the thing. So Link versus Ridley, I will say good. It's not a bad episode, but it kinda neglects the character of both characters. There's not much about how they are as a character. There's a little bit for Ridley, but it's mostly things from Smash, and then what abilities he has. Ink doesn't even say why Ridley is a bad person, about an evil character. Like, he says he killed Samus' mom, right? But I don't know the context. Maybe it was self-defense. All I saw was a manga strip, and as far as I know, maybe it was self-defense and Ridley was just being an asshole about it. Also, I've noticed on rewatch that there are some audio problems, especially for Ink's voiceover. We all have been there. I personally haven't gotten out of there. Mario vs Mega Man. I think it's a little better. Uh, but not that much. Uh, we get a little of character from Mega Man, but Mario is basically fun facts about the franchise and and uh, and several debunks of feats from Mario. Basically, there's a pretty big portion of Mario's analysis that is basically things that Mario cannot do. So that's that's not good. And the animation is not bad. I really prefer it over Link versus Ridley, which by the way, it was weird. Okay, a little more about Link versus Ridley. Uh, in Link versus Ridley, it's not about animation, but Ridley the way Ridley behaves doesn't really match what they say in the analysis. Uh, which I know that Ridley kinda behaves like that in the games, but the analysis didn't say anything about that. Um, Mario vs Mega Man, I like the animation a little better, uh, and I don't mind. I say in my review that some of the abilities don't work uh, like they should do, but it's not an issue. What I take an issue with is that sometimes it doesn't make much sense when it comes to choreography. Like the decisions they take are weird. The thing that stands out the most is when Mario beats up Mega Man. Mega Man basically cannot move, and he just stacks up 3 power-ups when Mega Man is already down, and he doesn't know that Mega Man can heal. So, what were you doing? And then with this ping pong battle that they had, I don't understand what was Mario's plan. Your power ups have a time limit. What are you doing? And then DDD versus King K. Rool. Not much has changed on rewatch. I still can't. I don't really think it's good or bad. It's kind of, I guess the word is mid, because they don't talk about them as a character, as characters. They mostly focus on abilities, and the animation is not bad, but there's no point. I don't think there's any high points that really make it stand out. So, okay, Meta Knight versus Marth. This is a little hard. Good of neutral. Okay, so somewhere between Mario versus Mega Man levels. It wasn't a bad episode. I like it. I liked it. But there wasn't that much. They talk about how Meta Knight is as a character, but they don't say how much has he done in Kirby games. And Marth, it's fine, more or less. Probably would have been better if they didn't focus that much about uh, how Fire Emblem has uh, abstract combat. Like the combats are not little. Uh, it would be better if there was less of that, but it wasn't bad. And like I said a few minutes ago, I like the parallels between Meta Knight and Marth that Ink brings out. It's cool. And finally, Fox versus Sonic. Uh, it's kinda cringe that Ink didn't make Sonic be faster than light in base. Like, what do you expect? You expect faster than light gameplay, or a cutscene? That's dumb. You cannot do that. That's impossible. Uh, and of course, Sonic losing, that's horrible. Like Super Sonic has taken on universal characters. Like, what are you doing? That's a horrible episode. I'm going to report it to YouTube. I'm going to make sure they take it down. Uh, uh, this isn't even fun. I'm just gonna go here. So I really like Fox versus Sonic or Sonic versus Fox. I don't remember what it was called. I think Sonic versus Fox. Uh, it's a fun time. I like the really balanced character and feats. I like the jobs of the franchises. It's it's very well done. I don't like the Sonic side a little because they switch the units for the feats, especially the split feats. So I get a little lost, and also the analysis makes no effort on hiding the winner. If you play enough attention, if you play attention, you will notice that Fox wins. And the animation, uh, it's really good, but it has a lot of bias towards Sonic. Like, pretty much anything that Fox tries just fails. The most he does is make Sonic trip. Uh, but I think it's kinda saved by the second half. Well, both are treated equally, and it's really a really cool sequence. Yeah, it's really good. Um, but yeah, the first half, a bit of bias towards Sonic. It's not until the second half that Fox feels like it's treated equally. And yeah, I still think that the kill was uh, it had a bit of whiplash. It caused me a little of whiplash because you know neither character was really harmed during the battle. They didn't show them having any kind of injuries or anything, and then Fox just blows Sonic's brains out. That that's kind of nasty. I don't like it, but I think it was a good episode. Uh, yeah, I really like the episode in general. So these are pretty much my rankings of season 0. What I'm not really sure it's between Meta Knight vs. Marth and Mario vs. Mega Man. But yeah, this is pretty much how I think the season goes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tolerating me ramble and pause and all that. Maybe someday I'll tackle season 1. For now, right now I don't know if I will, but I'll consider it. I'd consider it. Bye.